back, everyone, for some more of my Leeds United career mode here on FIFA 21. And we are here at the Season 2 finale here, and we are in the Europa League final. We are up against Olympique Marseille. Here in the, like I just said, the Europa League final. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a recap of how the tournament has gone. But before I do that, I hope you guys have an awesome day today. Hope you guys doing well. But as you can see, we topped the group. We were absolutely perfect. We ended up winning all 6 of our games. And I'm just scrolling down here, that way you guys get to see the fixtures. Just to show you guys some of the other groups here. And in round of 32, we took care of Feyenoord. And I'm going to show you guys the other fixtures here real quick. Round of 16, we beat Juventus. Quarterfinals, we took care of Werder Bremen. Semifinals, we took care of Spurs. And then we hope to defeat Marseille for our first European piece of silverware in this career mode. We've won silverware in the past, but I showed this at the end of the last video, but quick recap, we did end up winning the Premier League. Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea round out the Champions League spots. Spurs were playing Europa League. Arsenal and Manchester United missed out. Relegated teams are Brentford, Bournemouth, and West Brom. You can see the FA Cup, we ended up beating Wolves 4-1. Community Shield, we beat Manchester United 5-0. And Carabao Cup was won by Manchester City. They beat Wolves, so Wolves ended up losing to finals here, which is very unlucky for them. See where we're at. We beat Oxford in round 3. Round 4, we beat Wigan, and Everton beat us on penalties 4-3, which Everton would end up losing to the eventual champions. And let's see who is playing in the Champions League final. It's Manchester United and Real Madrid, so... And I bet you Manchester United fans wish that their team was in that position right now to compete for a Champions League title. They're not even competing in Europe at all by the time you guys are seeing this, but... we're going to go ahead. We're going to do the rest of the end of the season stuff. And for those of you who have been following this particular career mode, especially the last couple episodes, you noticed that I did recall Ethan Ampadu from his loan from Athletic Bilbao. And I also did off camera, I brought back from loan Ilion Melia from his loan at Cadiz. So he'll be my new backup goalkeeper from next season on. Well, from this point on, I should say. And I'll talk about other changes that I plan to do with the squad going into next season. But without further ado, we're going to get into this match here against Marseille. First of all, we are not playing in the freaking rain. Come on, game. And I'm going to keep kits as they are, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys the alternate kit, which looks awesome. But yeah, we'll have them wear all the way here. You can see Alexander Isak is the player that we have modeled in the kit there. There is no Florian Thauvin. As a matter of fact, I forget what game. I think it was the Arsenal match where he played for them, but we're pretty much playing a strong starting lineup with the exception of Ampadu. If we do win this, he'll be wearing the captain's armband, which makes sense because he is the well, at the time we're recording this, he's the captain of Leeds. I'm recording this on May 24th, though. The captaincy may have been changed by the time you guys are watching this, but no, the game just can get going here. You can see our other center back, Lucas Martinez Quarta, is our featured player here. Hasn't really popped up all that much, though. That's probably a good thing. Means he's doing his job in the back line.
Two teams ready, they hope, to clear the final hurdle. The routes to this stage have been fascinating, but now it is Europa League final night. And the fans are beginning to pour into the stadium. It is Olympique Marseille. They take on Leeds United live on
I just noticed we're
EA
playing at the
Well,
Estadio
anticipation
Mestalla,
is
which is
over,
where
and
Valencia
now the
play.
day is here. It's the final of the UEFA Europa League. I'm Derek Ray, and as always on these big occasions, I'm joined for commentary by the former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. We're on the cusp of kickoff. It's Olympique Marseille up against Leeds United.
Well, the long road from the start of the competition almost a year ago to the final is here.
See if
Both
Isak
teams
can get
have
the end of
added
this.
advantage of if they win this competition.
If I'm not mistaken, Dimitri Payet is the leading goal scorer in this competition. Hopefully we can keep him off the score
Here's
sheet.
how it looks for Marseille. Steve Mondonda is the keeper. Jordan Amavi plays with Hiroki Sakai in the foot. And he might be through here.
Oh, that's off. That's not even who I wanted to cross it to. Almada. I held down the square button a little bit longer, hoping that the game would have taken a hint there, but unfortunately it didn't. There we go, Weston McKennie. Actually been very quiet in his career mode so far. I'm actually kind of disappointed about that, but I mean, this is a great start for him. Of course, in real life, he had a very disappointing loan spell at Leeds. Of course, he was playing alongside best bud Tyler Adams. Of course, Weston McKennie went back to Juve after they got relegated, and Tyler Adams ended up going to Bournemouth. And we just cannot get the ball off this Marseille team to save our lives right now. Okay, that's not who I was... I'm kind of glad it chose Firpo, to be honest. Okay, Isak. And Mandanda almost kills Isak. Come on, guys. What, are you guys allergic to celebrating or what? Nice!
A real opening now. He must finish. A goal here.
There we go.
Precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it. 3 goals without reply.
Nice.
Take it away.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna go to Sim now.
He won the ball. He's in with a chance. Oh, he's
Ooh,
here.
beautiful. Tyler Adams scoring.
This 4 to the good now.
Okay, let's see.
This is turning into something of a rout. 4-0.
Got Klinic, Van Aanholt, the former Sunderland wide back. Maxime Lopez, Borja Mayoral, Van Housden. I believe that's Moussa Dembele, and then Raul Garcia. That's a pretty good bench that Marseille have.
Well, what can they do to stop him running at them?
Our defense has been absolutely smothering in his career mode so far.
Can they do something positive?
Come on, Amada. Should have done better with that. Okay, McKennie passing to Almada. Almada missing another golden opportunity there to extend their lead. Nice work by Firpo on the left-hand side. Nice! McKennie should have just one-timed it.
But he sent it wide of the post.
Well, it's quite easy to head that one over the bar. This time he just gets his angles.
Of course, it's getting close to halftime, and that's when the defense starts getting lax. I'm convinced it's scripting. You cannot tell me. Get the freaking ball.
That's how to rob them of possession.
God, it's pretty bad. I have to resort to that in order to get the ball off this team.
Possession certainly isn't a problem for Leeds.
Yeah, it is very hard to get the ball off this Marseille side.
That's why they're winning, and that's why they're one of the best teams.
Come on, come on. Come on.
Determined defending.
Guys, what are we doing? James, what was that? Okay, 1 minute on.
Intercepted.
16, Semedo, that was not a good pass. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to make some changes. I'm not really sure I'm liking... First of all, I'm subbing Semedo. I'm gonna put in Christensen. And... I'm taking James off, and I'll be putting Ezekiel Barco in there. And even though he scored, I may end up taking McKennie off too and put on Bellegarde. I don't know though. We'll see.
The quest for Europa League success, and the second half of this final is
I'd like to
underway.
think that we've done enough to secure the title, but we'll see here. It's going to take an epic collapse in order for us to lose this.
Ezekiel Barco. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick.
Okay, let's see. I don't think that's good enough. Yes!
And that is a free kick artist at work.
That's amazing. Excellent free kick by Thiago Almada. Yes. I have to see the replay of this.
Well, here's the replay, and you do have to say, what a strike. Just look.
Oh, that was perfect.
The keeper's taken by surprise. It's a lovely free kick.
Wow. That was perfect placement, and yeah, our manager is going nuts, and rightfully so. Wow.
Total satisfaction.
Tell you what, he had a shaky first season with his club, but this season he's been on fire.
Substitution time it is.
Yeah, I've been absolutely pleased with Almada this season. And I've also been pleased with Ezekiel Barco, which I'll talk more about that after this game, but I have a feeling those two are going to be my new starting wingers.
5-0 in this match.
Oh, this is gonna be goal, this is gonna be goal. Nope.
What an opportunity. It's been squandered.
Okay, nice pass by Ampadu.
As players, he's had one and he's squandered it.
Tell you what, despite his rating, Ethan Ampadu's been a beast in that back line, both defensively and getting our offense going. Come on, 12. 12, what are you doing? Christensen. He was just literally just like slow getting to that ball.
Pass he had in mind. Might really be able to trouble them here. Christensen. And it's with McKennie.
Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead. And I think I'm going to take off Marino. He is my lowest rated player right now. I'm going to take him off. And hopefully we'll see Bellegarde before
on the offensive.
Before long here.
A goal!
And that is another goal by Almada.
This is attacking football at its finest. It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them.
Nice steal by Isak. Okay. Oh.
Good idea, that particular move, but not to be.
Nice. Good work by McKennie. I'm so glad I decided not to sub him off. Almada, a nice hold-up play there. Barco, holding up the ball. Oh, I say that and he ended up losing it. Nice steal by Christensen. Can't really do much else. Firpo getting the loose ball. Almada looking for... I know he's looking for Isak, but wasn't able to find the right pass.
Went in strongly to win the ball.
And I'm going to go ahead and jump in because we are close to time. I very nearly lost track of time.
Sakai.
Yeah, I can't get the ball off these guys. Yeah. Yeah, I know that's a card. I can't get the ball off this team.
On the electronic board showing 1 additional minute.
And we're just going to hang on here.
And there's the whistle. This UEFA Europa League final has been decided. Disappointment on one side, but sheer jubilation on
But yeah, that Almada free kick was the highlight of this Europa League final.
The referee obliged and blew his whistle. Quite rightly so.
This was loads more exciting than the Europa League final last season between Man United and Tottenham. That's for sure.
Yes, a party to last throughout the year, I should think.
But yeah, we win our first European title of this career mode. We will be playing the winner of Manchester United and Real Madrid in the
Well, all these months of hard
Super
training
Cup next
sessions,
at the beginning of next
pre-season
season.
training, you kind of look forward to get yourself
That will probably
through
be
those
the beginning
sessions.
episode
You'll
of
be looking
season number
forward at
3.
moments like this.
And we'll also
Finally
be
got
playing
the
the
hands
Community Shield
on
as
this
well. We'll be
fantastic,
facing
magnificent trophy.
Manchester City for that.
This is what they've wanted. Now it's in their possession. The winners of the UEFA Europa League.
Long celebrations into the
And
night.
we've completed we completed the quadruple because we won the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Europa League, and we won the Community Shield at the beginning of the season, so our trophy cabinet's filling up nicely here.
This is really special, getting to celebrate in front of your own fans, Lee.
Well, it's giving something back. These fans have travelled all over the place following their team. Now they get to join in the celebrations, go into the crowd and give them the cup. That's what I say.
Well, then it might never find its way to the trophy cabinet, Lee. And pictures now to be captured for eternity. What an experience, Lee.
It is, yeah. Get yourself on the front row. Mum always said, you're in the photographs right next to that trophy.
The Europa League winners.
I don't know why it is every time it's time for me to record, I feel like I need to cough. And there's Thiago Almada right there. I gotta look at that goal one more time. That was just incredible. Not the strongest of shots, but it didn't need to be. Just he pretty much lobbed it over everybody.
Free kick artist at work. What a goal it was.
Oh, that was exquisite. The placement could not have been much better. It really couldn't have. You can see the stats right there. We're going to take a look at... You see, Henderson had to make the one save. Christensen ended up getting the yellow card just because I just could not get the ball off of freaking Marseille. For whatever reason. 2 goals and assists to Thiago Almada's name. My player of the match. Pretty much all of his other stats look absolutely brilliant, so... But yeah, that was... I'm happy with how that went. I'm not going to do post-match interviews. Screw that. And one thing I have to double check here real quickly before we get into stats and that. As you can see, we ended up beating Marseille. We end up earning a bit more cash. You can see Almada scores, man of the match for me. Let me just double check something here real quick. Let me look at the bottom here real quick. Okay, for some reason I thought one of those teams were in single digits, but they're not. So they did better than what Derby County did when they were last in the Premier League. We won't know the winner of... Which I'm going to go ahead and just sim to the... Let me go ahead and sim to the 29th. That way we'll know exactly who will be playing in the Super Cup next year. Let's take a look. And then we're going to take a look at stats. Oh, this game is slow. Champions League was won by Manchester. I was actually hoping for Real Madrid, but we're going to be playing the Roses Derby here. They end up beating Real Madrid 4-2, which is pretty interesting. So it'll be Manchester United and Leeds United for the UEFA Super Cup at the beginning of season number 3. But as you can see, Provoyak was a leading goal scorer. He ended up achieving that the final game of the season. Ended up beating Liverpool. Somerville and James were both the top assist getters, which I'll talk about more about their fates later on. Henderson got 15 clean sheets. Darlow got 2, which isn't too bad. Community Shield, not really arsed about that. Provoyak finishing 1 behind Werner. Konsambi getting 5, which is a bit of a surprise. Barco getting 1 assist more than Mo Salah. Henderson getting a couple Clean sheets, Darlow with 1. Carabao Cup, let's see. Didn't get anybody getting clean sheets there. Top assister in this competition for us was Christensen. And top goal scorer, we're not even in the top goal scorers list for the Carabao Cup. And then Europa League, Payet finishing 4 ahead of Alexander Isak. Top assist goes to Calvin Stengs, who I ended up getting in my Sheffield United career mode back in FIFA 19, which is 1 more than Almada did for us. And you see Isak with 3 and McKennie with 3. And clean sheets, Henderson tied with Bernd Leno and Jan Sommer with 6. So good job for him. Now we're going to take a look at the rest of England and see what the rest of the pyramid looks like, starting with the Championship. Sheffield United, I just spoke about them. The Blades and Nottingham Forest are going up to the Premier League, with Fulham, despite getting 100 points, did not get promoted. So it's going to be the Cottagers battling Southampton, Cardiff, and Bristol City for a spot in the Premier League. It would be really heartbreaking if Fulham does not get it, but relegated sides are Portsmouth, Hull, and Reading. League 2, Charlton, Barnsley are going up. Wycombe, Middlesbrough, Rotherham, and Wigan are in the playoffs. Relegated sides are Northampton, Walsall, Bradford, and Shrewsbury. League 2, Salford City, Port Vale, and Crawley Town are going to be going up to League 2. Doncaster, Rochdale, Bolton, and AFC Wimbledon are in the playoffs. And relegated teams, there was a thing, would be Barrow and Harrogate Town. But we are going to take a look at a recap of our objectives, which we end up getting a 97 rating, so we're doing really good. Next year, we're going to have to get one of our players, which I'll tell you who that is, and we have to play them in half the games next season. We end up getting both the brand exposure, we end up getting both for financial. We end up getting everything here for domestic, which was critical priority, which we end up winning the Premier League here in Season 2. And then we end up winning the Europa League. And we're going to take a look at our Youth Academy, which our squad, you can see we have 52 players. So we cannot promote any of these guys if we wanted to, but we're going to go ahead and look at the development plans here real quick. For Unai Gallardo, Iago Rojas, and Nicholas Proctor. And then we're going to take a look at transfer history real quick. Iwasaki, I end up sending him out on loan. Darlow, of course, I end up accepting an offer from Sheffield United. So he'll be staying in the Premier League, though he'll be playing for Sheffield United instead. And then you can see we made just pretty much loan signings. We end up getting a permanent deal for Joel Robles. Rodon, I think I'm going to go ahead and recall him during a spell at Roma, and I'll tell you guys why here in a minute. But there's our starting 11, and then here's our backup 11. Which, before I look at stats, I am going to go ahead and recall Joe Rodon. See, when I recalled Ampadu, he went up 1 overall, but this time Rodon didn't, so that's kind of interesting but we're going to take a look at stats. If there's anybody in particular you want to look at, you can go ahead and pause the video. 44 goal involvements for Alexander Isak and 38 for Prebolyak, so both of our strikers are getting the job done. Ezekiel Barco, he is going to be my starting winger from next season going forward. Bellegarde, he's not going anywhere. Almada, he is amongst our highest rated players. He's not going anywhere. Somerville, I have not been happy with him this season. I am going to go ahead and transfer list him. Konsambi's going nowhere. I'm going to stick with McKennie for a little bit. He and Adams, I'm going to have stick around for at least 1 more season. Marino has been kind of inconsistent, but overall, no big complaints against him. Now, this is going to be controversial because I know he was the player of the season last year in real life, but I have not been impressed with Daniel James so far throughout his career. No, there's not really been much that he's done that's really been impressing me. So I think I'm going to move him on next season as well. I'm going to be bringing in 2 new backup wingers for the squad. Martinez Quarta, he's staying. Same with Firpo. Tanaka, not going anywhere. Ampadu, certainly not going anywhere. Same with Adams. He and McKennie are pretty much in the same boat. I'm going to give him at least one more season to get his act together. Byram, I have no issues with him. Skriniar, our first 90 rated player. Christensen, I'm going to hang on to him. Semedo, I'll keep him. And we're going to take a look at some of our loaned out players. Actually, I might actually consider bringing back Herrero. I might actually do that. There's Gruyev. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to recall Herrero. And that's the one I'm going to be using. Wilbur, he was at a 79. He dropped to 78. I will be moving him on next season, too. You can see another loan signing right there. Darlow, he's already accepted an offer from Sheffield United. O'Kane, by the way, I kind of skipped over O'Kane, but he'll be gone next season, too. Peru, hopefully I'll get a loan offer for him. Same with Schmidt. You see some of our other signings here. Or Youth Academy signings, I should say. No, I was planning on putting Caicedo in there, but I think I'm going to loan list him instead, and I'm going to recall that 67 rated player that I had out on loan at Feyenoord. Koch, I'm going to go ahead and transfer list him. Hopefully I can get a bit of coin for him. Merlier, like I said, is my new backup goalkeeper, and Henderson is the main guy in between the sticks. But I'm going to go ahead. Herrero. Recall him. And he's already gone up to 69, so what I'm going to do, Caicedo, I'm going to go ahead and loan list him. Herrero is going to be my guy. Which I'm going to go and look at transfer plans here. As we look at development plans. Carl Darlow, I'm not arsed about because he's going to be gone. Put that plan on Connor Evans. I'll be putting that plan on Juan Carlos Paz. Merlier is already on a plan. Henderson, I really don't, I mean, it would be nice to see him grow more, but I'm not going to be upset if he doesn't. Let's see, Skriniar, doesn't matter if I grow him anymore. Wilbur, I plan on moving him on next season. Rodon, put him on defensive center back plan. Navarro, put a plan on him, even though I plan on loan listing him. Now, Herrero is the guy that I'll be using for my objective next season, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Caicedo, his plan looks good. Quartet's only going to take him 4 weeks to reach an 86, which is awesome to see. 10 weeks for him to reach 74, I'm okay with that. Koch, I'm going to be selling him. See our right backs. Tanaka. I always thought it was pronounced Tanaka. I mean, it still could be, even though Derek Ray says Tanaka. Although it kind of sounds weird, so I'm just going to say Tanaka. Although that's probably not right, and I do apologize. I'll put defensive midfielder. It's going to take him 7 weeks to reach an 85. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's see. Marino is okay. It's only going to take McKennie 2 weeks to reach an 84, so hopefully he'll keep growing. You see, we got quite a few wingers that I hope to get in Signed out on loan. Barco is going to be my new starting winger. Somerville, I'm going to be moving on. I've not been happy with him this season at all. Schmidt, I'm kind of hoping I get a... Why do I not have a plan on for him? No wonder why he's not growing. Almada, of course, is my main winger. James, like I said, very controversial, but I am going to be moving him on next season. Peru, hopefully he'll get... Somebody will take him on loan. Provoyak having an awesome season, and the same can be said about Alexander Isak. 53 weeks on excellent, same boat as Henderson. If he doesn't grow anymore, I'm not going to be too heartbroken because he already is ready for the Champions League. But, let's see if there's any... Okay, Herrero has returned during a spell on loan. Let me look at transfer history again here real quick. Okay, it doesn't show. Because I recalled from a loan, it won't show anymore. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, I'll definitely be looking off camera to see who I can get. Like I said before, my new backup center backs are going to be Ampadu, Rodon, and Herrero. So I'll be using them. And pretty much all I got to do next season is just look for new backup wingers. And other than that, I really don't have much else to do. But I'm going to be keeping my midfield the same in both teams. Burko, I'm going to be promoting. I'm going to be replacing James for that. And then you'll see 2 new wingers out wide for Leeds. But that's pretty much going to be it for this particular season. But you can see Leeds are the Europa League winners. You can see Skriniar posing with the trophy. And we will be up against Manchester United. You can see Marcus Rashford, who, at the time of recording this, his future is uncertain. I'm sure he's probably, by the time you guys are seeing this, he will be off to a new club. You know, to use Leeds United lift the 3rd trophy. We absolutely did. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys. I don't think there is. I think I pretty much showed everything there is. Let me see. But yeah, we have made a profit of 325. We're doing good in that department, so... But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So next time I see you guys, we will be playing in the UEFA Super Cup. We'll be taking on Manchester United. Hope you guys looking forward to that. And I really hope you guys are enjoying this career mode so far. I'm having an absolute blast with this Leeds United side. I do plan on going for 2 more seasons, so don't worry about me ending this career mode, which I'm kind of wondering why there's green in with those ribbons, but whatever. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you guys again next time.